All right. Good evening. Welcome back, guys. It's your boy OG. Man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm in a good mood, right? And, welcome for those of you on the video to the inaugural, or those on your podcast, the inaugural YouTube supplement to the podcast, right? So this is my 11th podcast. I've been doing it 11 days in a row. I started it, I don't know what that date is, but maybe like the 25th or something like that, to document my journey in this new business that I started. And in documenting that journey, basically leaving an audio trail of my experiences, my internal struggles, my celebrations, my frustrations, excuse me, documenting it all. Man, I need some water. Every time I get to talking, I need some water. And I try to have some, but this time I was in go mode, right? I'm like, just get it done. So I'm actually starting this a little bit earlier. As you can see, the lighting's probably a little different. The sun is still up. The sun is still out. And so, yeah, welcome. I've been doing this for 10 days now. This is the 11th one. I guess I take weekends off, so maybe it was 2 weeks ago. And this is also 3 days from my first month in business, right? And in the first month of the new business, I have not earned any money yet. I've probably spent $5, $10. I'm probably out maybe like $15. If you add the money that I used to like support my fitness and my sleep by buying certain apps, then maybe I'm out another $10, $10 to $15. So I'm out 25 to $30. I'm actually going to document exactly what my costs are, my profits, my losses, my gross take in, my net after I take out expenses. But it's a business that is not capital intensive, and it doesn't require any employees. But I'm probably going to pick someone up to do some of the busy work, because if the busy work is being taken care of, then I can do more of the main thing, right? So there's basically two main things in my business, and that is recruiting. It's basically exposure is everything, and then follow up. So I've got exposure mechanisms, leads, marketing, and then I've got follow up mechanisms. And as I learn this business and I continue to grow in this business, then my whole goal is to figure out how to improve the exposure mechanisms, and also how to improve the follow up mechanisms, and how to automate some of those mechanisms as well, right? Because if they're automated, then I can take myself out of the business and then put myself just working on the business, not being in the business. But I anticipate that I'm going to be in the business, like hands-on in the business, for at least the first 6 months. That's my intention. I'm not looking for the easy way out. I'm not looking to automate my business right away. I'm looking to build it, grow it, learn it, and then slowly but surely find the ways that I can take myself out of the business, or where it's more profitable for me to take myself out of the business. Creating content is also something that I enjoy doing, and so this is a way that I can, maybe a year down the road or so, supplement my business, right? You never know when it comes to content. Content pays quality, and it also pays quantity. It's kind of a combo game, right? So who knows? Maybe I'll say something brilliant one of these days, and some people start watching, and then YouTube says, "Hey, why are people watching? Let's share it with more people." Or the podcast. I'm not advertising the podcast at all, as far as I'm concerned. My proudest listener is my 7-year-old son, and if you do happen to come around him, he will ask you, "Have you seen my dad? Have you listened to my dad's podcast? And did you like it?" So it's basically for him and for whoever stumbles across it. But even so, then again, there may come a time where I want to promote that a little bit more as well. So, where are we? Where we are is that I'm getting messages as I try to do my podcast. Um, so where we are is I'm excited. Today I'm excited because I made progress in my business, right? So did I generate the income and the results? No, but I was one step closer, right? I'm learning a new account. I'm learning a new system this week, and I just feel more optimistic about things, right? I had some. I don't want to count anything before it comes in, but I moved. I'm like how is it, inches away from diamonds, right? So there's some diamonds right on the other side of the wall, and now where I am is right up against that wall. And so I'm like, okay, sometimes you need to celebrate small wins. You know, we're in a world now where everybody, like, if it's not Lambo money or it's not millions, it's kind of like, well, what's this? But what I'm realizing is that I've got to celebrate even the little wins. And for me right now, the little win is it's just making progress, right? And it's a little bit contagious. So if I bring this energy to my work again tomorrow, then it's even that much closer. So now I'm actually excited. As soon as I get off this podcast, I'm actually going to prep for tomorrow a little bit more fervently and be ready to have another day like today. One of the hardest things to get in business is momentum. And when you get momentum, one of the easiest things to do is to lose it, and you don't want to lose it. So I felt like the train was going down the track just a little bit faster today. And I would still say I was operating at about 60%. Like, it's not even close to my best. But it gave me hope, it gave me excitement, and I'm looking forward to what this means for the future, right? So yeah, what do you guys think about that, man? Celebrating the wins, celebrating little wins, not being discouraged, right? And making mountains out of molehills when it comes to losses. What else we got to talk about? I mean, same with my fitness. I'm doing what do you call it? A fitness program, and my first day. And when you start working out, any of you who have maybe you used to be strong at one point, when you start working out, you always want to go hard, right? The ego creeps up and says, "Dude, 10 push-ups is nothing." I mean, even with this program, you used to do 500 in a day. 10 push-ups is nothing. Man, I think I did 15, 25. It was a combination of maybe 75. No. Maybe 60 to 65 push-ups, right? And, but the good news was, and there were some other workouts there, some jump roping. The good news is I went to sleep, I stretched, drank a lot of water, woke up, and I wasn't sore. So I didn't have to take that 2 days off or those 4 days off because I tore my muscles up, right? So it's just being okay with little bits of progress when you're trying to make changes is okay. Sure, challenge yourself. And, if you're able to sustain massive changes overnight, then good luck to you. But for the most part, again, it goes back to what we talked about yesterday, inevitability. If you're on a journey and you're committed to being on that journey in a consistent way, then you do not have to make changes overnight. You can be patient with yourself because you know you're on a journey of inevitability. So am I on a 6-week journey? Am I on a 90-day journey? Am I on a 12-week journey? Or am I on a rest of my life journey, right? And if you look at it like that, you can be a lot more patient with yourself. So guys, that being said, I won't hold you much longer. I don't know if you know this, but the secret to having videos, one of the secrets is to make sure that video gets to 10 minutes long. So we're at that 10-minute mark, and on the podcast we're at that 10-minute mark. I just like to keep it small and simple. Stay tuned and look out for different types of videos. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make another channel where I do some different stuff, some reactions, as well as some, financial advice or entrepreneurship advice. Interview different people, have conversations with people that are more successful than me, or less successful. We can learn from everybody, and so stay tuned for that. But this is us. This is my journey. This is what's going on with me, and this is also a little bit selfishly for me. That being said, guys, have a great day. I will see you on the next video. Take care. Holla at your boy. Later.